Meet Dario. He's a regular student at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, but little does he know that on any given day, he can use a crazy amount of water just completing his everyday tasks. It is 8 a.m. on Monday morning, and Dario has to go to class, but first, he has to get ready for his day. By 8:20 a.m., Dario has already used 46 gallons of water. Let's look specifically at how Dario is using his water. First, he takes a shower. The average 10-minute shower uses 40 gallons of water, but if Dario feels like taking a longer shower, it would use more. Next, he brushes his teeth. The water used for teeth brushing might have been minimal, but if Dario leaves the water running while he brushes, he could use up to 5 gallons for teeth brushing alone. Even though Dario didn't use water for anything else, 1 entire gallon is still being used throughout the day, from a leaky sink faucet. Next, Dario makes sure to put some of his clothes into the washing machine. Dario's washing machine is very old, so it uses 45 gallons per load. And the old washing machines don't wash well, so Dario splits up his load, using twice as much water. On the way to class, Dario stops at a cafe for some coffee. This cup alone is about 12 ounces of liquid, but in order to produce the coffee grounds, almost 37 gallons of water is used, just for 1 cup. After enjoying the coffee, Dario goes to answer nature's call. Most of the toilets in the university are older and are not efficient. Older toilets can use up to 7 gallons of water per flush, but newer, high-efficiency toilets use only 1.6 gallons. After class, Dario is feeling pretty hungry, so he goes home to make some spaghetti. But in order to start cooking, he has to wash the pots and plates he needs. Just cleaning everything in his sink, he uses a lot of water. If Dario washes his dishes by hand, he will use an average of 27 gallons of water per wash. But if he uses his old dishwasher, he could use up to 16 gallons of water per load. Now it's time to actually start cooking. Although Dario only uses 6 cups of water to actually boil the pasta, it took almost 55 gallons of water to produce the dried pasta that he bought in a pack at the store. Dario has gone about his day just like any normal person would. But in completing his everyday tasks, he managed to use a total of 262 gallons of water. You may be wondering why Dario's water use is so bad. Water just evaporates and goes back into the water cycle after it's used, right? Wrong. Fresh water is a very limited resource. Most of the world's water is salt water. Champaign gets its fresh water from the Mahomet Aquifer, a very large source of fresh groundwater. But the more people that use this fresh water, the more liable that used water is to be contaminated once it's above ground. And once water is contaminated, it takes a lot of time, energy, and money to decontaminate it so that it can be used again. Because of this, it's absolutely vital that we all do our part to ensure that our water use is kept to a minimum. We can do this by investing in new technology. Buy environmentally efficient washing machines and toilets. Implement gray water systems into your houses that use used water for tasks that don't need fresh water, like washing clothes or flushing the toilet. And finally, just be conscious of how much water you're using. Together, we can make our communities more environmentally aware and water efficient.